This city, burned to the ground over a century ago, has risen as something new, always making and remaking its own story. Built from the ground up, the spirit of battle is in our bones. Before he built the most dominant team to ever play in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, W.C. Gordon created a timeless symbol. 6 lines, 3 bold letters, a hand-drawn sketch on the back of a napkin thrust into history. As bold as our city and as mighty as the river that shapes our state, the block insignia is inextricable from our storied legacy. A red accent for the ages. We wear it to remember our legends and to celebrate the fierceness of our survival story. His team won 28 straight SWAC games and captured 8 SWAC championships in a single decade. No team has had an era more dominant. No team won as consistently as the MAC of the SWAC. The red of battle is in our bones, not just in contest with our most heated rivals, but for the martyrs of our yard and for the Jacksonians who marched against fear to topple Mississippi's tallest ghosts. The red was worn by our greatest teams and raised as the banner for JSU. For the champions on the diamond and the gridiron, on the courts and the lanes, blue and white will always be our true colors. Gordon Red is an accent for the ages.
On the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go!
Off the field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen.
They said one story, my brand tells another.
This is Jackson State. This is family.
This is the KC-1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team.
Support our NIL collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.KC1400collective.com. Be our love. Go Tigers.
we are trying to build a program for the next 10 to 12 years. It's not something that's overnight. We understand that the NIL and collective stuff has its role, it plays in it, but we are on the forefront of FCS football and attacking the NIL, attacking the collective. We got a very nice payroll at Jackson State, believe it or not. And I mean, our fan support, and we need more support. But we know that that payroll is attached to championships. You know what I mean? So we're not out here trying to recruit kids based on money, but we also want them kids to know if you come to Jackson State and you end up benefiting from the collective, benefiting from an NIL deal, we expect a championship out of you.
What's up, everybody? What's going on, man? Pardon my tardiness. Was trying to get set back up, man. Been on vacation. It's been good to be off. You know, I'm refreshed and ready to rock and roll, man. How's everybody doing, man? Hope everybody's doing well. I was debating on whether I would come on tonight. Yay, nay, wasn't quite sure. But you know, duty calls. I hope everybody's doing well. Ken was getting ready to close my computer. Hey, yeah, I didn't put out any type of nothing. I just said I was talking to Dub earlier. I said, man, I'm not sure if I'm coming on tonight. Man, had a phenomenal week, man. Just I'm still in the clouds, man. You know, still in the clouds, man. With nothing's wrong. I'm just, you know how it be, man. When you I guess when you break away from a lot of natural physical stuff and you just you get lost in the spirit, man. It's you come back to your life and it's like it's like, what it do, baby? What up, Cam? What's up, baby? What's up, bro? What up, baby? What's up with you, man? No, man, ain't nothing wrong. It's just I told you my Bible class we had a General Assembly, Long Beach, man. It was I didn't get a chance to go to Media Day. I did catch most of it for what I could catch. And but man, it was amazing, man. I got home and was just like, Lord, I thank you. Yeah, I thank you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm gonna ease back into it. I know I said we'd do an interview, but there was no way, I was doing an interview tonight. Not happening. I reached out to Mello. We will have Mello on Wednesday, though. I'm sorry, he pushed it back the first time. This time it was me. But definitely wanted to, get back in. I mean, they did, man. Shout out to Cam and Jared. I thought you guys did a fantastic job representing DI Love at Media Day. Shout out to KJ, my girl, and her. She went over there and did her thing on the media page. So hopefully you guys checked out the content that she did put on the page. I appreciate her for that. I mean, she's a rock star in her own right. But yeah, man, I was debating, and then after that, man, I had to set up everything because I had broke down my computer and everything, and I don't know why I took it with me. I could have just left it at the crib. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like, tell you what I feel like though. I feel like I kind of want to just blink and go to Media Day. It's been a lot going on. We've done a lot in the off season, man. What's up, Galen? How you doing, brother? We've done a lot, man. We still got a big project we're trying to nail down and put the finishing touches on. Hopefully that'll be done here in the next little tidbit. And in a month from now, man, we'll be moving and grooving at Cathead, man. 1 week away from our trip heading over to Nashville, Tennessee to take on Tennessee State. So y'all do me a favor, share the stream. I didn't put anything out on social media that I'll be coming on today. I didn't even have the ambassadors to promote it. I didn't do anything. I actually just set the show up. And sometimes it be like that, man. I just felt like that. But I know you guys are used to it. I will do this for you because I do plan on trying to at least get through our former players, our players that are our returning players, not former, but our returning players. I do plan on getting all of them on the show. I am a little questionable of whether or not I'll be able to get the new guys on just because of the time that we have. I want to get it. I really want to get everybody on, but once they start camp, one of the things that I don't do is I really try not to bother them. Give me 1 second, you guys. I got to get something out of my tooth. I don't want to be on the screen digging in my tooth in front of y'all. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. But yeah, man, I wanted to come on, talk about Media Day, man. Get you guys' thoughts on it. And I'm going to open it up. I know you guys probably have been keeping up with more JSU stuff than me. I really did unplug. If you reached out to me, if you called me, no, no can do. I was unavailable. And it felt good to be unavailable for a little minute. You know what I mean? It felt good to be unplugged. Hey, Miss Pam. Damn, you just put that out there. Come by her office at the financial aid department. Okay. I just checked and was headed to sleep. And then I checked again, and that was it. Hey, I'm pretty sure some people gonna wake up and be like, wait a minute, y'all did a show? I understand. I done went to sleep. I would have. But we do got a lot to touch on, man. We had some news come down the pipe over the and nothing that you guys haven't seen. I will say this while everybody's talking about it, man. Go to the media page because they are Sonic Boom of the South, man. I see USA Today. Is that USA? USA Today just dropped a that's interesting. They just dropped a poll asking who's the best band in the land. Y'all know who that is. Sonic Boom of the South. So be sure to go vote, man. Go vote, go vote, go vote. Another one of them little fan poll type things. I guess the engagement, they smell it in the air too, huh? I guess that's what it is, y'all, huh? Football is in the air, man. We only about 5 Saturdays away. About 5 Saturdays away from college football, man. And I cannot wait. Is it me or does it feel like it's been a long season? Is it me? Or does it feel that way? So we number 6 right now. Yeah, I did hear that part. I did hear Coach say that. He actually, Coach went on to say that he knows what it's supposed to look like. I know there's a lot of wide receiver rooms you can pull from, but I think he's talking about in reference to what he's had since he's been the head coach. And we got to take the coach's word for it. Said it's the heat. Now it's been a long off season, man. It has been. It really has been. But yeah, man, if you guys do me a favor, head over to somewhere. Y'all drop the link if you want to in the chat. Let's get the voting going, man. Let's get the voting going. Somebody said, what are you talking about, dude? Well, what I'm talking about is they just USA Today just dropped a poll. I think go vote Jackson State. Sonic Boom of the South. What's funny is I actually had on something. I just changed my shirt too before I got on the screen. I had on a shirt that was a certain, color. I ain't want to get trolled in the chat. Like, oh, kid, you coming around? No, I'm not. I just bought it from the Under Armour store, and it looked nice. So I thought I'd wear it, but I wasn't wearing it on the screen. I'm not being rebellious, but I ain't fighting no more. Y'all wear whatever color y'all want to wear. I don't care if we wear purple. I ain't got no bite. You get no more fight out of me. I don't care no more, man. Y'all do what y'all want to do. People can, I know. I just some stuff it ain't even worth it no more. You know what I mean? Just it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And you know, who am I? I'm just a nobody, you know. I know a little something about branding, but you know, I do still feel like our brand is kind of all over the place. But I'm getting to a place where I'm starting to share my opinion about things like that less and less, because all it does is create people look at you funny. They feel like you're talking about them, and it's not. People take everything so freaking personal that you just almost have to just, man, you just do what you do. I don't care. Do what you do. You know, because if you say something, you know, people are gonna get in their feelings. Yeah, that's something to say. You know, I just think that I know it ain't a thinking, it ain't think in it. It's not thinking involved in this. It's just professional expertise when it comes to branding. It's just certain things you just can't when you are a branding type person, you just certain things you just can't undo. And I'm gonna say it until somebody listen. I ain't gonna keep trying to say it for them to listen, that our brand is kind of all over the place when it comes to athletics. You know, we don't have a set look. We just kind of look random. Do with that what you choose. You know. And I could provide data to prove that, but it's pointless, you know. It just is. So some stuff you just got to put down and walk away from. But yeah, go vote for the boom, man. Go vote for the boom. You just try to help, you know. And let me say this about helping. You never want to get to a place where you help so much, or that your help starts to create resentment. Because you would think that helping sometimes it's just like, and y'all know, and I'm just talking. Look, I wasn't sure if I would get on the screen or not. I don't really have a whatever. Boom, number 5. Let's keep voting. But yeah, man, you want to help. Yeah, but you be in those situations where you deal with people and everybody know they need help except them. And then you try to help them, and then the help becomes, more like you create enemies, and that's something that you never want to do. Because what tends to happen, and what can happen, is the people who genuinely have it in their heart to help gets burnt out. They get to a place where they just like, F it, man. I'm done with this. I'm gonna go do something else. And been a challenging year. I just say that. It's been a challenging year. Most of what I'm talking about, y'all don't have a clue what I'm talking about, but let me move on. Let me just move on, man. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I got all that. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna talk about them. I'm gonna talk about my girls, man. I got my girls on there. Yeah, it has been, man. It has been. It's just I'll say it this way. I only know how to be one way. But what happens is that when you just try to evolve into whatever you need to be for the greater good of the movement. And that's it, man. That's it. That's why I told you guys, man, we're gonna finish the year. Man, this has been a monumental year for the brand. It really has been. It has been a monumental year. I got plenty of rest. I did. I really did. I really did. I just rest, but I took a nice break, and it was great, and it was right on time because we're about a month out from football season, and that's really what I'm getting ready to. That's right, through it to real. You just keep moving, man, because I really just try to make sure that my intent is always right. The intent is never, but it gets exhausting sometimes, man, especially when you're dealing with a certain sector of people that I really can't say on the screen. You know what I mean? They're just working nerves, man. I ain't talking about nobody in particular. I'm just talking about when you're constantly pushing and pushing through adversity to elevate. Because I'm always looking to elevate. And we have elevated in this space. We have elevated in this brand. But I think what tends to happen based off of everything that we've gathered, when the data comes back, you have to scale it and just say, hey, man, we focusing on NIL. And that's what we're going to do, especially going forward. You won't see us do many, many initiatives. We'll do some, because we're doing a big one. It's kind of like a mic drop initiative. And once we do this big boy, this big one, we're gonna phase out of the initiative type business and move more into just the NIL push. We want to elevate our NIL efforts. And quite frankly, I'm gonna just be real with you. We have done an amazing job, a yeoman's work of supporting the university in every single way possible. But the university is in good hands. And if those things are needed at the university, we got leadership that can get it done. So we're not getting in the way of any of that. And, we have to tell some, and it's okay. It's not a bad thing. It just means that we're going to streamline what we focus on, which is going to be NIL. So, because what tends to happen is when you start throwing everything at everybody, you know what I mean? Hey, can you guys drop the link in the chat so people can vote from the chat? Let's do that. Let's get a few hundred votes. We already got about 300 coming in the room. That's right, sis. We're going to stay in our lane. We'll stay in our lane because we're not unified enough to do everything. And when you're not unified, you just create enemies. People be jealous and people start competing and people start backbiting and people start, locking the doors when they see you walking up to it. So, and you just leave it at that. So I don't do this for clout. So it ain't, pay our own way. We get out of what we can get out of it though. You know what I'm saying? So we can make sure that we're able to do what we're able to do. We just want to be great partners of the university, man. And I don't want to get tired, man, because I feel when you start getting SICCUD, sick of it, that means like, wait a minute, I got to scale back on some things. So that's where we are now. That's where we are, and we're in a really good space. This is a phenomenal year for NIL. Phenomenal year. So excited to get our soccer athletes started, and we're gonna keep pushing, man. So from this platform, we're gonna ask those that support this platform to focus on what it is that we're doing. Everybody else can do what they do. They also can support NIL too. That's the lane we're gonna play in. Like I said, if we can help in any other capacity, we can, but we getting out of the do everything type. That's just too much, you know what I'm saying? And then resources to start getting, you start getting spread thin, you know what I'm saying? You're all over the place. So, but yeah, man, that's where we at with it. So Y'all know what you can come up, sis. Feel free to. Feel free. Come on up. It'd be good to hear from you. Yeah, it's so Miss Mac, I appreciate that, but it's just about the brand. It ain't about me. Because I'm gonna make sure I'm always take care of me, you know, me and mine, you know what I mean? So I don't, yeah. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do what's best for my mental and all that good stuff. But the main thing is gonna be for the brand. I think the brand needs to be, we need to streamline our way into NIL. And if we can do something in another capacity, that would be fantastic. We will do some foundational things, you know what I mean? That we, you know, from a foundation standpoint, we will do that. But we don't need folks who support NIL to move away from NIL because we're asking them to do 50-11 things. We got whiskey, we got vodka, we got socks, and it's all for NIL purposes. It's all driving the NIL engine. But when we're talking about initiatives, it gets a little convoluted too, because we pushed extremely hard. Yeah, and here's the thing. Because actually I was getting fired from you. You got fired from ESPN? See, I don't even know what's going on. Maybe so. The brand is absolutely growing. People think, well, and it's not everybody. It's just things start to get a little different, man. You know, and I like the word different. So with that, that's where we are. Listen, man. Hey, man, this is a new person. Hey, I like that, man. Keep pushing, let the people, and that's what they've been doing. You know what I mean? I'm not addressing, you know, I'm not really spending a lot of time addressing a lot of that foolishness or any of that BS. It's gonna always be that way. There has been a pull from other entities that want us to come in, that want services, you know what I mean, or take from individuals that are part of this movement to come and bolster what they got going on, because they see what we got going on, what we doing. That's a fact. You know, shout out to Ken and Nissan. What's up? What's happening, sis? How you doing, man? Good to see you, man. It's been a minute.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? So you can't see my skinny neck, but listen. I came up for a couple of things, and just hear me out. It's a good and bad thing when we have these initiatives, and what I mean by that is that we can become a crutch. Remember back in the day, ask Mikey. He'll do anything. And because we know we love our school,
yeah,
don't get me wrong, they begin to rely too much on us. And one thing you said is very true, and this is what I mean by this. You can't be great at a lot of things. You can be good.
Yeah, facts.
That's facts. So what I mean is that we're going to be great doing the NIL. So again, for the ones who are in this space with us and believe in the things that we are doing, we NIL. We're going to stay in. When I say stay in our lane, it's just that if we keep pouring. So now, okay, y'all know I'm visual. So this is us as NIL. They can get to overflow. But what we've been doing is pulling out of the NIL.
Not with everything. Not with everything.
No, not in everything. But what I'm saying is, like you said, we love our school, but what can also happen. Let
me say this. I'm glad you said it. You're right, but it's not coming from NIL. It's coming from the donors.
Correct, and that's what I mean.
So
I'm talking.
Go ahead.
What I mean by that,
make sure
we're pulling from our donors.
Yeah, there you go.
Who's already loving on the NIL, and because we love our school, but what has happened is, if we can be honest, and this is, and I have nothing against us as Black people, but some of us get real stagnant, and we get comfortable and don't do things right. So, for instance, all these other things, it is too many other people at our school that can be assisting, but they have a tendency not to. Now, Keena left me altogether up here by my whole self. So I would say this with all sincerity. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. I have not been on for a while. God has been blessing me to do some things, but
all I did was I was wiping some dust off my laptop, and I just vanished
in thin air, totally in
out of
thin
there.
air. And so
No, it's cool.
I want to say thank y'all. No, on the seriousness, we can't thank y'all enough, because I don't even know if y'all keep up with. I was showing Ken. The others are not happy that we NILing over here. Let's just be clear. So much so that even Congress is trying to get a law about. They're not happy that that we are helping our Black students the best way we can, and so they're trying everything they can, y'all. With this, they are upset that these young Black players are getting away. Even if they don't make it to the NFL, that they are being blessed with resources. And I be showing that message Ken. I get so mad. I'm like, when have Congress ever want to write a bill regarding NIL? It's insane to me.
It's about control, even when it comes down
to
the SEC. So the SEC just said that there's real talks about the SEC breaking away from the NCAA because they want to be able to enforce their own rules. They want to be able to self-govern. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of just fluidity. But what I'm saying is this, though, and you said something that was very powerful, and you made the point. You really already made the point, is that instead of doing this, we're about to do this.
Yep.
And we started kind of helter skelter, we streamlined it, and then out of excitement, you just start to, and I'm saying this as the head, you start looking at things and you start saying, man, we need to streamline. And the reason I'm saying that now is because the demand from an athletic interest standpoint, we got a lot of athletes that really want to be a part of this. And we don't like being in a position where we feel like we can't support them because we don't have the resources. So it's like, hey, why don't we? We've already invested over $500,000 this year, and that's a real number. It's not a fallacy, but this is what we're saying. Imagine if all 500K of that was just NIL.
Yes,
exactly. And because that's I'm gonna tell you something. The reason I say that is because Miss Rochelle, KG Dub can vouch for this. It ain't just listen, y'all. 2 years ago when we had this conversation, we can stick our chests out, we can flex and be like, yeah, da da da. I'm telling you, man, the conference is caught up. They've caught up. I'm talking about the Alabama A&Ms, the Gremlins, the Alcorns, the Southern universities. If you think these schools ain't got NIL dollars and think they're not finna be competitive in the market, you out your mind. But so I'm saying nothing is wrong. I do not want the tone of something is broke. I just want the tone of simplicity. That's where I'm at. When I got a chance to go away from this and just assess it, my mind is singularity, simplicity, focus on one thing.
Mm-hmm.
However, you said the perfect words. If there's an overflow, heck yeah, we'll do a little something. It's just not going to be our primary driver.
Correct.
The primary driver is going to be the NIL engine because that is how we are going to support Jack State athletics in the greatest way.
Correct.
Flip sled, amazing. It's going to be awesome. We'll see residuals. The speed equipment, great. All these other things, great. It's wonderful. It's warm and fuzzy. But to really stay on top, man, we gotta do what we gotta do. And I'm just projecting right now, and I'm projecting greatness. Please don't take this the wrong way, because here's what I ain't finna listen, Miss Rochelle. I'm done addressing people who got segmented listening ears. They break everything down by words and segments, and they can't comprehend a full thought. I ain't talking to you. So if you come in the comment section thinking that I'm saying something that I'm not, if you think subliminally saying this or whatever. No, that's not what's happening. And I'm not even trying to be offensive. I'm just saying that this is the lane that we're going to be in. So our mixers, our products, our merch, our events, our fundraising initiative is all going to be NIL driven. That is it.
I want to say this, because my therapy head, and that's why y'all just so y'all know I be in key in therapy head, because sometimes, and even with y'all, I say this all the time, y'all need to know who to argue with and who not to argue, because wounded ears hear differently, and that's okay. Wounded ears will never hear what you hear.
NIL been the game for the last 5 years, and we've been doing it pretty well. We need new donors to the collective, period, point blank. That's what I'm getting at. Got another donor today. I don't care what level you sign up at. We need donors. It's just the reality of it. And we need consistent, because what happens, Miss Rochelle, you may get one person that say, hey, I did support, and they did it for a year. It's 2026 now. They did it in 2025, which is great. Appreciate it. But we got to stay consistent with it. That's all. That's all we're saying.
And the other part of this, I would tell people all the time, because sometimes we get emotional. And I always say, pick it where it's not a problem. Like, of course, life is life, and all of us, and things happen. But don't put yourself out of your budget, and then you're straining. We want you. I would rather see you have a small consistency than a big one that you're overdoing it to yourself. We don't want that for you. We want you to give it in love, and it's not an issue. Put us in your budget. Like, what is your budget? You know what I'm saying? Because what y'all don't get is, you may not have the biggest amount, but I've always said this, and the Bible says, I always find the word. It's listen, if you give your little and give with your heart, God will do the rest. So imagine all of y'all think, oh man, well, I can't give the big one, but I can give this. So imagine if all of y'all gave the smallest amount on a consistent basis. That's what we need, is a consistency.
Oh shit. If we could, Rochelle, if we had 1,000 donors, we could do this.
Right?
You can stick around bronze, and you can be around bronze and whatchamacallit.
All day. We just need consistency.
Say this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna cut away the fat. Listen, family, ain't none I've been to what you do. Ain't none I've been to what your pocketbook look like. What else you do? Over here, we just talking about what we doing. That's it. I'm not getting in everybody's business no more.
And I want to say this last thing, and then I'll be go. And when I was talking about good and great, is that I realized, Ken, when you was talking about streamlining, I'm good in a whole lot of things. Like, I'm good in a whole lot of things, but a lot of time good get into trouble of great. Because see, some of us, we happy that we're good, but you're not great, because good gets in the way and you think you're doing something. I was lining myself, and I was in too many spaces, Ken, what I had to cut off. And God was like, Rochelle, you are really good at all these things, but all these things you're good with is stopping you from being great. I need you to focus. I need you to focus. So right now, that's why I'm focusing.
That's what we're doing.
On my therapy, right? I'm in my therapy lane. The things I'm doing is, how can I elevate my therapy? Because a lot of those things that are good, they take you from what God calls you to do. And we're doing good things in that lane.
That's what so by definition, and this is spiritually so too, like by definition, simplicity. Simple means one. That's it. Just keep it simple. KISS method. And we'll build out from there. We're good. Just keep it coming, keep it rolling. Let's keep it going. I just had to say it. Because I will say this too. And we brag large attendance, and we that's a good question. That's a good question. We'll get there. Because one thing I do know is we got a big pool to play in. We got a big pool to swim in, and we're gonna continue to swim.
Can I just say this, for instance, you guys are saying those things when we are places, like you write about the 30,000, and that may mean we may need tables or let cars to let people know we even exist at the games. And that's where, we're not asking everybody. My biggest thing is that
the tailgate area.
In the tailgate area, are you willing to, can you give 30 minutes of time to be at the table with us?
We got business cards. We got all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that it's so many ways that you guys can help. You can't give yourself financial, but the things that you can do, I can help this way. So don't think for a minute that because, and I've always said this to people, don't think for a minute because you can't give it all. You give what God gives, and I promise you God will do the rest and he will bless us to it. So I'm gonna get out this app. Israel, happy
birthday, Israel.
Happy birthday to you, love.
Birthday,
and
big
also,
brother.
just to let y'all know, then we'll really be gone because I got all y'all on here. And I do have some faithfuls that come on every morning to do my daily devotion. So, Ken, I have a new series called Hold Your Throat.
Hold your throat.
I'm going straight for the throat. And today we was talking about potential.
Okay.
And how potential gets you in the way of your purpose. Watch this, because some of us live on the potential, but we never hit the purpose, but we get high off of the potential. You got a calling on your life. That's potential, but you never reached it. Because you still running on your potential, not on your purpose. So, we talking about comfortability can get you in trouble.
That's true. Very true.
Because God don't stay in the part of comfort. God is on the other side. He's in your uncomfortable zone. So if you want a good word and let me hold your throat, join me tomorrow morning at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. And it's called Hold Your Throat. And we going straight for your throat right here. So yes.
Pull up on sis. She said, Auntie been showing all the way out during the morning devotion. I mean, y'all make sure y'all go check her out, man.
But I love y'all. I can't wait to see y'all. And I can't wait to see y'all because Ken, I'm past the problem, baby. I'm going to be 61 this year. Oh, and let me tell you something. Retirement that made me younger looking. Let me tell you something. I'm not stressing. Well, let me tell y'all what's crazy. Ken,
I've been working out too.
Ken, I've been retired for 6 months. Why is my mind still rushing? I'm running around this house like I got somewhere to go.
Yep.
Oh my God. I'm like, I'm retired. Why am I doing this? So we're gonna be a whole problem. So we gonna protect your neck. Y'all be good. Join me tomorrow, Miss No Gray at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time if you're ready to make a change, because we rolling around here. But I love you, Ken. I love y'all. How do we find? I will put you I will put the link in the chat. It's Miss No Gray. Yeah, we don't do great, but subscribe to the channel. Every now and then Peter Red come out. If you know who Peter was, you understand who Red is. Every now and then the Peter Red got to come out. Like, what the hell? What we doing?
I heard that. Hey,
I'll talk to you later. Love you, Ken.
Love you too, baby. I see you soon.
All right.
Yes, indeed, man. Listen, click the link, get joined. I'm done talking NIL. Y'all know we're gonna push it, we're gonna keep pushing it. Need your support. Also, man, we got some, we got a really good basketball roster, man. So make sure you get support. Go to the website, scroll down if you want to support the Revive the Roar campaign. We need your support. Man, got a lot coming down the pipe. Hey, listen, don't forget to get this jersey, man. I think it goes off sale at the end of the month, man. Don't forget to get the jersey. IamaPublicFigure.com. Get the TC Taylor jersey. Listen, man, deadline to purchase season tickets is in 11 days. Single game tickets available, reserve tickets still available. Make sure you do what you got to do to get your season tickets, man. Get your season tickets. It's just that simple. Congratulations to AD, Mississippi's most influential African Americans. He was awarded that, I think, over the weekend. Still raking up the accolades. Best AD in the game at DI Love. And he just made a new addition to athletics. We want to welcome Miss Christina Ross, Associate AD, Academics and Compliance. Welcome home. So, gonna make sure our student athletes continue to excel in the classroom and they got what they need. So welcome, and congrats to AD. I know he's family's proud, staff is proud. I saw some of the photos online. Really good stuff, man. Most influential African Americans. I love it. Hey, man, super huge congratulations to Jace Jackson and Mia Alvarez, two of our brand ambassadors. Welcome back, man. They're officially new assistant softball coaches, man, for Jackson State. That's pretty dope, huh? I mean, they finished their careers, two of the best to play under Coach Montgomery. And I think our assistant coach, I think our assistant coach left, but these are two of our new assistants. So from brand ambassadors to assistant softball coaches, this is pretty awesome, man. I love this for both Jace. Jace has been best player in the SWAC for the past few seasons, couple seasons, best hitter, no for sure. Amazing third baseman. And just Mia, amazing first baseman. I mean, just two amazing stars that have represented DI Love. They have bled blue, you know, and it has been great to see them play. It was great to partner with them. They represented this brand, and it was great to, you know, support them from our NIL efforts, man. And I'm so happy for them that they get this opportunity. Look forward to talking to them about it. Might have to get both of them back on the show pretty soon. We'll wait till softball season roll around, and we'll invite them on and come on and talk about what the world has been like for them as coaches. That's pretty cool, man. I like this. I like this a lot. All right, man. So the East-West Shrine Bowl. This is pretty cool, man. Shout out to old JoJo, man. Tell him about it, JoJo. Jonas Fertillion and Quad Brown, both are the only two HBCU players that were named to the Shriners Children's East-West Shriners Bowl 1,000 watch list. This is good stuff right here, man. I can't wait to see Jonas get back on the field. Want to see him healthy. Want to see him back to his self, back better than ever. And when we talk about the conversation that Coach Taylor had, because we're going to talk about SWAC Media Day. Don't worry. We're going to talk all about it. You know, and you guys are more than welcome to join me. Come up and give me your thoughts, anything that y'all saw, anything that I missed, or whatever the case may be. But Jonas, you got to think about it. Even I know he got hurt. But even while hurt, Jonas still had value if he wanted to hit the transfer portal. If you don't believe that NIL is important, that's how you keep a player like Jonas Fertillion, who came in as a true freshman under Coach Prime and has stayed with us. Yes, indeed. Could have left actually after the 2024 national championship, had a monster national championship game. He did. Yes, he did. And I think he's going to return back to himself, and he's going to be one of the best wide receivers on the team, because you know we're going to have the best wide receivers in the whole conference all out of the same wide receiver room. I'm just telling you what I know. We got some dogs on this team, man. We got some big time players that's going to be stepping up for us in the wide receiver room. So happy for Jonas. What this watch list means simply is that they're looking. They know that this young man has value, and they know that if Jonas Fertillion returns back to the field in any shape, form, or fashion the way he was in 2024, it's going to be trouble for the SWAC. And then, of course, you got Quad Brown, the 8th-year senior. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8-year senior. I was watching SWAC Media Day. Was it me or was it? Did y'all? I love Quad, man. He's a very well-spoken young man, super duper talented. He's a golfer. But bro should have a doctorate degree right now. he should have his doctorate, man. My goodness. Yeah, I know he got hurt against us, man. Hopefully, I see he's healthy. But he was very well spoken. I was like, yeah, of course he's well spoken. He's a grown man. This bro like 26? I know he leave 25, 26, man. I just was like, man, this young man, he'd have been, somebody say he got grandkids. My goodness. But no, he was very well-spoken young man. And he's definitely gonna make Alabama A&M formidable. They got a pro, professional. They got a professional college player at quarterback. Goodness gracious, But no, he's on Quad. Actually, he Cornelius Brown IV is his name. Respect to him and his family. Just having a little fun with it. But I mean, hell, he is an 8-year senior. So he's got hurt 4 times. It is what it is. I mean, he's a grown man. Jonas is he's Jonas's elder by 3 years, I'm assuming. At least 2. You know, I would say 3 though. I heard he's an adjunct professor at yeah, but nah, man, congratulations to both of them. You know, representing the HBCU brand for the East West, you know, the East West Shrine Bowl watch list, man. So hopefully, I want to see. I want to say TJ Finley, brother. Goodness gracious, yeah, TJ Finley and him. They should have retirement out of college, right? You know, 8 years is a long time to be in college, man, to play football. So, yeah, senior, not even grad. Yeah, he's a grad. Obviously, he's grad. I think he's graduated multiple times. I think he has his. I'm pretty sure he has his master's. I mean, he's a very bright brother. I'll be shocked if he didn't have at least have his master's. Maybe he's a double major, a double master's. You know, something to that effect. They had a 10-year. Oh my gosh, that's why they made the rule change, y'all. That's why they made the rule change. They get sick of these kids staying in college for forever. You gotta eventually leave, man. You gotta go, man, so somebody else can have an opportunity. You know, so that's why they're doing the 5 for 5. But wish them nothing but the best, man. Hey, listen, John Merritt Classic, Jack State versus. Listen, I saw. I know they got the they got this little Netflix thing that they do where they say, "I'm sitting down getting ready for my Netflix special," and somebody was saying, the young lady was talking about how, you know, Coach Prime ruined the Southern Heritage Classic. I want to say this on record, man. Jack State don't owe Memphis nothing. Why? I know that we were playing a game in Memphis, and I understand that people might felt some type of way about that game, but no, we don't have to. No, we don't owe Memphis nothing. Like, we can make it a home and home, and both teams could actually make money. And I think, yeah, I just leave that alone. I saw that. I was like, no, I don't think that's the case. I think we fared well in this regard, you know. Yeah, well, I think we did. Anyway, we got our mixer, Tall Tales. The RSVP, obviously, we've reached capacity, but join the wait list, man. We still go, you know. I think it's like 300 max on the rooftop at one time, but they do have an inside bar. Look, pull up, man. I know. My man said they reached capacity. I said, look, bro, good luck trying to get Jack State folks to not pull up and support, man. So you know, people will be coming in and go. They're gonna come and go. Some people gonna come, stay for an hour. They're gonna bail out and go somewhere else. So definitely. People were paying to play. Yeah, no doubt. Memphis owes both schools a few million at least. Not necessarily Memphis. Memphis, no, I have no issues with Memphis. You know, love Memphis. It was more so the promoter. But he did what he was allowed to do. Can't even really be mad at him. We got to do better business. And I think that was what was communicated at the time. And he was put in a tough spot because had he done that, had he pulled out of that, he would have caught all the blowback for that. So he was really put in a tough spot. You can't take a 30-year-old classic and just come back and say, hey, we're not coming. So he everybody would have had the questions of like, why in the world would our AD back out of this game when that was a game that everybody looked forward to. And I grew up, you know, going to that game. That game was a 30-year staple within the Jackson State fabric of the football, right? As well as Tennessee State. So I understand that. You know, I get it. I fully understand that. But you also have to understand that it was smart to let Deion be the one to go take the hit on that, because now it looks like he did it. But in actuality, we actually got out of a really bad contractual situation. And now we bring this game. The ADs get together to bring this game back. Very important game to play. Maybe we play Tennessee State every year, but if it's home and home, if we want to do neutral site, it's got to make sense. It has to make sense. It absolutely has to make sense. And I think in a situation like this, the teams got to make the most money, because in the end, that's just what it is. Those people in Memphis, that's what I said. They could come to Jackson or they can go to Nashville. You want to enjoy that game. But I think the Memphis situation was more about it being close proxy, so neither school had to drive very far. So we meet in the middle. I understand that, but whatever. Nashville it is, and we're going to invade Nashville. How many days we got, y'all? So let's see. 29 days, 31. So what are we looking at? 40 days away. Wow. That's not far at all. We're 40 days away from our Nashville invasion. But pull up the tall tales, man. Friday night, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Cash bar, rooftop. We're going to be there. We got some heavy hitters that's going to be there. It's going to be a great time, man. And we'll make it work. If you can't get on the rooftop, just come on the inside bar and wait till it thin out, you know. Should have 2 miles. Yes, indeed. Let's keep it moving. All right, you guys, the Country Boy Experience. Somebody drop that link. Make sure you get your tickets, man. Save the date. Save the date. This is what's going to kick off football season. You a month away from this showdown, y'all. I expect everybody that's in the city of Jackson. Hell, I expect the people that ain't in the city of Jackson to drive over for this event. Man, you got to show up and show out, man. It's going to be a great time. This is hosted by Jack State Football and the Country Boy Experience. This is the official kickoff at Cathead, man. We got a hell of a lineup. It's going to be amazing. Live in the Flesh Experience band. That band alone is enough for you to come and pull up and have an amazing time. I'm going to just be real with you when I say that. But then when you add Young Guy, you add Arthur Young, it's going to be a lot going on, a lot going down. We have a lot of vendors in the place. Just have food trucks. Chase Bank, one of our partners is going to be in the place. They're going to be set up. We're going to have merch. We're going to have all that good stuff. It's going to be a hell of a time. You got to get tight before you head to Nashville now. Make sure you got everything you need before you go. What's the stadium capacity in Vanderbilt? It is 40,000. 40,000 and some change. So it's like 40,500 or something, 350 or something like that. But it's a little, but that's including suites. That's including suites. I don't know if all them suites going to be open because, the owner, those season, there are people that own those individual suites according to my boy D. Fleming. And I plan on going on D. Fleming's show soon, pretty soon to talk about Jack State football and the matchup, and we'll do all of that. Probably have him come back on for the week of the game. But he explained to me that at that game, the what he said was that I'll pull it up 1 second. So in this particular stadium, right, you see how where it says stadium seating map, and you see where it has HIK, and it got that other stuff. So those suites in that area is owned by Vanderbilt season ticket holders. Vanderbilt is allowing their season ticket holders thank you, sis. I will there may be some more information coming with that. I think they're going to have all sizes when at the event, at the venue, and when you come to the game, you'll be giving your size at that time. I think that's what I think that's how that's going to go, sis, if I'm not mistaken. But what I was told was this. So there may be, so we're talking about probably 30, 38, 39K, 40,000, give or take. Let's just say 40,000 flat. I don't know where they are with their tickets. I do not know. I do not know. John Merritt. Let's see if I can check out, see how many tickets they've actually sold. Let's see if we can check out and see what kind of tickets they got done sold, family. All right, let's see. Purchase tickets. We 39 days away from this game. Oh, I can't wait. OMG, I cannot wait. All right, so I'm gonna look at this real quick. I'm gonna see what kind of seats they got available still. Okay. Man, don't nobody want to see that, bro. Come on, dog. What y'all doing? So, loading more seats. I just want to see if they so it looks like they still got, hold on. So, like, I don't know where they at with it, but man, our side is okay. We still got plenty. They got plenty of seats. I mean, most of it has been. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. I think I don't think. Let me see if I can share my screen so you guys see what I'm looking at. I think it's still. Y'all see that? So still some pretty good seats. I mean, I think the interior part of what's out there has been. That's just their side. That's our side. I don't necessarily know if you can see their side. Okay. Well, it looks like they done bought most of them. Hell, this is their side. So on their side, they got shit look like E, D, C, and B sold out. So what we talking about? This is gonna be right now. It looked like they whooping us right now, from what I can tell. Unless we wait until the last minute, y'all know how we do. And this is the visitor side. So the entire V is where the band is gonna be. That's V, and then so what you have is the back rows. But that's 39. So 39 days away. So get your tickets, man. I said they're coming deep. Unless we trying to sit on that other side or something. I can't say, man. You know, Tennessee State, like this gonna be a game that they come to. It's an HBCU game for them. So their band is gonna be in section A. Our band is gonna be in section V. So the band is already cutting off a big portion of it. Unless we just waiting on whatever. I don't know. But I also think that a lot of us kind of got perturbed from the whole overall experience. So you can bet your bottom dollar that these tickets gonna be gone before the game. We gonna the week of the game, this bug gonna be grayed out. They're gonna be at the gate buying tickets. That's type of stuff right there. But I'm gonna be real though. It was very hard to figure out how to buy these damn tickets though. So I can't even be mad at us for that. I really can't be. I can't be mad at us. Yeah, some seats were for season ticket hold. That's true. But they ain't got that many season ticket hold. They might have 1,000 or 1,500 max maybe. They ain't got no season ticket like that. But I'm gonna just be real. No. Real talk. Because with working the lines and man, that was kind of nightmarish, bro. You ain't got to worry about Jack State folks not filling the side up. This is gonna be, you're gonna have some people that will show up to the game literally the day of the game to buy a ticket. That's going to happen. They might as well get ready for it because I'm gonna be real with y'all. It took me a minute to figure this out. And I'm pretty tech savvy. So I ain't talking about nobody understanding. This was very difficult. This is a difficult process for most people. Calling and trying to figure out whatever. Yeah, that was some bull junk. You know what I mean? They cutting the tailgate off at 4:30 so people don't have. So, but let me say this too about the tailgate. I got a call about that last week, and what was told to me was the tailgate is also going to be hosted by Vanderbilt. It's not going to be your typical. It's not going to be your typical type tailgate spot. They're going to give you a section, but I don't think it's going to be no smoke like that. You almost got to get like a caterer. They not finna. Vanderbilt is gonna allow us to come to that game, but Vanderbilt ain't finna allow us to take over their stadium like that, y'all. It's not happening. So if you want to go there to tailgate, cool. Just follow the protocol or whatever you need to follow to get whatever you need to get done. That's between you and your tailgate experience, your tailgate desires. I don't necessarily think they did it on purpose. From everything that I got, sis, I'm not defending them. I'm just telling you, they weren't prepared, and this is coming directly from their sources. They were not prepared for this. They still aren't because. But you can. I think you can purchase tickets online. You can go. I would say the best thing to do if you want to buy a ticket, if you're watching this and you don't have your ticket to the game, go to johnmerrittclassic.com, johnmerrittclassic.com, and go to the purchase tickets. Do it from a desktop site. That's the best thing I would advise you to do. Because trying to purchase it on a cell phone is a nightmare. It's nightmarish, and it just don't give you the same capability. Now you can use your cell phone, but you're probably gonna have to go to desktop mode. And that when I start saying go to desktop mode and trying to, we got a sort of an older fan base, but do whatever you got to do. Man, it look like ain't nobody trying to rock with section P and Q. Them gonna be the last minute. Them gonna be the last of the Mohicans when it comes to them tickets. You got a few stragglers in there, so it is what it is, man. Can't wait to get this classic right. Hey, man, I think it's gonna be fun, bro. It's really gonna be fun. I look forward to coming to Nashville. I haven't spent any amount of time. How many of those are corporate seats? None of those are. The corporate seats are in. So just so you guys know, the suites are over here in this gray area, and over here, it's not showing, but this white area and that gray area, that's the south and the north end zone. I think one of them is the Commodore Club, and then you have the luxury suites. And from my understanding, you're gonna have to purchase those through the suite owners. So I don't know what those prices are going to be. Maybe we get some pricing this month. I thought some pricing was supposed to come out. I don't know, man. I'm done looking at that stuff. I ain't getting no suite. It's too much of a hassle. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. Go spend your money. Some alums have to get used to purchasing designated seats. Look, we're in the technology age right now, man. Listen, this ain't yesteryear. If you don't know what to do, find you an alum or a friend or somebody or a grandchild, a son, somebody. Find you somebody. $150 for the Commodore Club. Okay. If you want to go to the Commodore Club, I think they got food and all that type stuff. So it might be a ton of us over there that's in that area. So I ain't looked back at it. I don't know what it looked like or what the dealio is or even how you even do it. Is there a site that you go to for the like where you go to for the Commodore Club? Is there something? Is there like a special site you go to? Or is it on the same site? I'm just trying to help, man. I don't know. I'm just trying to help. Because on this site, that gray area is unavailable. So A, C, A, C, and V are all unavailable, man. Everything else got some available seats to it. All right. That's it. That's it on that. Get your seat. I wish I could. What's up with you, brother? How you doing? Hey, let's move on, man. But listen, anyway, we're gonna kick our season off. Again, get your tickets. But we're gonna kick our season off at the Country Boy Festival, man. Make sure you grab your tickets. It's gonna be a great vibe, man. It's gonna be a great vibe. This is August 22nd. We're 1 month away. I know couple weeks out from it, we're gonna, people gonna start buying it. But support it, man. Definitely pull up, man. It's gonna be a great time, man. A really good time. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a great time. All right, let's move into some other stuff, man. Listen, little SWAC news. SWAC just re-up with ESPN. I know a lot of people don't like to talk SWAC media rights, but this is something that came from SWAC Media Day, and then we'll finish up talking about SWAC Media Day, and I'm gonna get out your way. The deal includes SWAC football, men's and women's basketball championship coverage across the network, 6 years, ESPN events agreements for cricket, MEAC, SWAC Challenge, Kickoff, and Celebration Bowl. All right. So here's the thing about this. So ESPN and Southwestern Athletic Coach. Who are you talking to me? Am I a coach? No, I'm not a coach, man. my man trying to get his film out there, man. No, we're not coaches, bro. We just support the university. All right, ESPN and the Southwestern Athletic Conference, the SWAC, have reached a new multimedia rights agreement that will bring conference football and basketball competition to the ESPN networks through 2030-2031 academic year. The global rights agreement includes championship and regular season coverage across ESPN, linear, and digital networks. Now, was not disclosed in this agreement is money. I don't know how much the SWAC get for these deals, but just know this: it's going to be 10 regular season football games on the ESPN networks and ESPN Plus. SWAC football championship on ABC, ESPN, or ESPN2. You get SWAC men's basketball tournament championship on linear ESPN network. SWAC women's basketball tournament championship on linear ESPN network, and then all other rounds of men's and women's basketball tournaments on ESPN digital networks. Okay, 4 regular season men's basketball games on ESPN networks or ESPN Plus. Just 4? Okay. Not much, but whatever. All right, from the ESPN side, the SWAC consistently delivers exciting competition, passionate fan engagement, and some of the most anticipated championship events in HBCU athletics, said Mallory Kinney, the Director of Programming and Acquisitions for ESPN. The SWAC has been a valued teammate of ours since the launch of ESPNU in 2005, and we're pleased to continue bringing the conference premier football and basketball events to fans across our networks and expanding the visibility of student athletes and programs that make the SWAC such a significant part of college sports. Our continued partnership with ESPN reflects the strength, tradition, and national appeal for the Southwestern Athletic Conference, said SWAC Commissioner Dr. Charles McClellan. This agreement ensures our student athletes, coaches, and member institutions will continue to receive premier national exposure while showcasing the excellence of SWAC football and basketball to audiences across the country. We are excited to build on this long-standing relationship and continue elevating the SWAC brand for years to come. All right, in closing, separately, ESPN events and the SWAC have extended the conference's participation in the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge, Kickoff, and Celebration Bowl through 2030. It is now 2026, y'all. So for the next 6 years that we know of, the 6-year renewal ensures the continuation of 2 marquee events that serve as annual celebrations of the HBCU football in Atlanta. The next time that Jackson State will play in the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge will be 2028 versus, drum roll, Norfolk State. I don't know if Mike Vick's still going to be there. So this season, and we'll go 27. So in 2 seasons from now, Jackson State will be heading to Atlanta to take on Norfolk State. I think this year you got Howard, Alabama, A&M, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think they kick it off. I think Howard, Alabama, A&M. I think that's how that's going to go. I think. Could be wrong, but I think that's who it is. And let me say this, man, about that before I move on. Listen, the reality of this thing is this to me. I love that. I don't, for the next, can we put the rest, this whole FCS playoff stuff? Like, I know it comes up from time to time, but I just want to make sure that we're reiterating, we're in this thing for the next 6 years. We're in our own world doing our own thing, right? and we should be, it's called the Celebration Bowl. We should celebrate that. It's a great game to try to get to. When you go to Atlanta, you are already a champion. You're a champion in your own right. You're a champion in your conference. That's right. It's a hell of a weekend, man. We got a chance to go in 24. We got a chance to go in 21 and in 22. We fell short in 21 and 22, but we got to the promised land in 24. We didn't get a chance to make it last year. We were 2 points shy. We was a 4th down conversion away from trying to get the ball back. Way more money than the FCS playoffs. It's not even close. It's not even close. And the FCS playoffs is great for those institutions that play in that FCS playoffs type division. I'm not even here to tear down the FCS playoffs. I just don't like when we act like what we're doing, it ain't good enough. We got to go over there. And again, that's what we do. We are Celebration Bowl teams. We're in the Celebration Bowl quest every single year. Okay? Every single year. That's what we're aiming for. I would love to see us expand this thing. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen, but could you imagine if we can grow this thing even further? I think that would require those that have the power to think a little bit greater and bigger outside. We got this new Black College Football weekly poll for both D1 and D2. I would love to see a lot more with that. You know what I mean? Don't sell yourself short. Don't just stop with we get an ESPN game and we just got the MEAC versus the SWAC, right? But if I'm being real, if I had it my way, man, I would love to see Tennessee State, Hampton, North Carolina A&T. I'll go back. I would love the MEAC to fill up with teams, and we just do our thing. Make it a 14 playoff. Make it a 14 playoff. You still can go to Atlanta for one game, but the playoffs start, with a home game. That's the type of evolution that we're seeing transpire, because the big boys are expanding their playoffs. And trust me, when the playoffs is rolling around, all of those games matter, man. A playoffs is a HBCU playoffs would be game changing for the culture, man. It would absolutely be game changing. Like I said, you take the top 2 teams from that division. The D2 schools are already playing in the playoff system. They got a playoff system. We just have a championship and another game. But man, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Right? Could you imagine the top 2 teams from both conferences square off, man? Let's do that. Let's make it happen. I don't know if that would ever happen, but I would love to see that. If I could make that shake, we talking 4 teams, man, like the old school BC, whatever, the little playoffs when they first started, they had 4 teams. Man, come on, man. Like I said, I'll give you this example and I'll move on to SWAC Media Day and then I'll finish up for the night. But what would be fire? Think about that. That means that Jackson State would have played South Carolina State. And Prairie View would have played Delaware State this past season. Don't tell me. But listen, it would have been dope because you had Delaware State going to Prairie View. You'd have had Jack State going to South Carolina for that game. Or it could be 2 teams from the same conference. It still can be. I'm talking about the playoffs to start. You got to take the top 2 teams from both conferences. I'm building off of I know what I'm saying. I'm building off of what we already got in existence. We don't want to complicate it. So we might be saying the same thing. What I'm saying is you have the top 2 teams. Right now you have the top 1 teams already playing each other in the Celebration Bowl. That already exists. So if you're going to add other teams, it'll be the top 2 teams from both conferences. But number 2 would play number 1 and number 1 would play number 2. You cross that over, you make those home games so you don't have to try to go and rent the Mercedes-Benz venue or whatever the case may be, right? Now, the only problem is still going to be the Bayou Classic because, once again, you got the SWAC championship game that's going to be played right after that. It's always right after that. And then now with them moving the Celebration Bowl a week earlier now, guess what? There is no weeks to really do it. So the way it's currently in place is probably not capable of happening. But just know that for the next 6 years, we're going to be playing the Celebration Bowl and we're going to be on ESPN. All right. All right, SWAC Media Day, man. Let's give my recap, man. What's y'all thoughts on SWAC Media Day? First of all, our guys and coach look really good. Shout out to them guys. Shout out to them boys was clean, man. Shout out to Jared. Shout out to Cam. Shout out to Coach TC Taylor. They came in that thing looking really good, sharp. Shout out to Kyrus, man. He did it again, like he always do. Had them boys looking real crispy. I thought they spoke very well. They did the best they probably might not. They might not think they might feel like they could have done a little bit better here and there. I ain't talked to them, but you know how we are our own worst critics. But it was great to see them. I had to go back and finish watching SWAC Media Day. But if you didn't get a chance to check it out, man, it's actually on the SWAC site. It's on SWAC TV. You can go to it and catch the replay. You can go watch it right now if you want to. You can go right to it, and you can fast forward. You can go straight to Coach Taylor, But it was some interesting things said on that. It was a lot of shout out to all the media players who got interviews. It was good stuff. I really haven't watched any of them. I only watched the main stage, and I watched Coach Taylor and the fellas on the desk. I just watched us do what we do, and then I just got on away from it. Shout out to everybody that came and, that did their thing at SWAC Media Day. Again, like I said at the beginning of the show, man, I wish I could just blink, man, and we was a week away from, let's get to the Country Boy experience. The next week we traveling to Nashville. That's kind of how I feel right now. I'm just ready for some football, man. I'm chomping at the bit, like Coach Taylor say, to get to football season right now. Because it's a lot of things that was said. There's a lot of things that was said. And just like I told y'all, I tried to tell y'all, man. I tried to done told y'all what they were going to have us. They got us picked finish second in the East. No, I ain't. No. I ain't rushing it. I'm just saying how I feel. Now, I live one day at a time. I'm just ready for some football. I have very specific reasons why I'm saying that. And I'm not going to speak to why I'm saying that, but I'm just saying I'm looking forward to us getting to football season. That's all. But yeah, man, they got us picked to finish second, just like I told y'all. I ain't nothing about this shocked me. Nothing about this shocked me. Not one bit. Not one bit. I do know that there was a lot of. I want to say it was definitely absorbed. Like Coach Taylor said, we've been here before. We've been picked to finish third. It don't make no difference, man. At the end, we're going to take this 1 week at a time. And y'all know how they got it, how they got it. Just like I told y'all. I tried to done told you. Preseason SWAC poll we got close. There's a lot of people in the room that feels like this is the year that Alabama State is going to win the East. Every year they pick Alabama State to do something, and Alabama State just can't seem to get past that old juggernaut in Jackson, Mississippi. So, yeah. Tiger Nation, all the fellas, I hope they see this, absorb it, and have it on their hearts and minds to go out there and do what we always do, and that's prove the voters and whoever the hell vote, whoever these people are that's voting. I don't know. I don't know how many people get votes. What is it, 24 people? I don't know. They got Prairie View winning the West by a landslide. They got Grambling coming in second. Alcorn finished third. I think this was I thought this was pretty good. I thought the West goes about is close to. I would put Alcorn. I actually would put Alcorn. Alcorn and Grambling is going to be pretty close this year. Keep Grambling right there with R.J. Johnson coming over there. They got some things to figure out on the West side. Bethune-Cookman, they got a little tad bit over FAMU. I Alabama A&M, I think, will be better than both of those teams, in my honest opinion. I think you'll see Alabama A&M be right on our coattails along with Alabama State. But that game, that Magic City Classic always seems to create a separation between one of those two teams. So he said people feeling all corners here. I always yield to teams that actually have quarterbacks. Now, let me say this. There was a poll. I didn't put that up there. There is a poll out there. Somebody put where they ranked. It was HBCU Go. It's HBCU Go. They put a poll out there. I guess they I thought it was they were engagement farming. Honestly, I think they knew what they were doing. That's why they kept asking, "Hey, what do y'all think about this poll? Give us your top 5. Is these your top 5, your top 10 quarterbacks in the HBCU this year? Let us know what you think." Man, we're not stupid. You put Jared Lockhart at 4 because you knew that Jackson State folks were going to probably respond, and you get some clicks and some views. It's the old banana in the tailpipe. It is what it is. BCU is going to fall off bad this year. You think so? Maybe so. How well did they do last year? Were they that high? What they won? 5, 6 games? What they win last year? 6 games? Think they're going to nosedive? But I'll say this, man. Coach Taylor had a lot to say about Jared. I mean, Jared out there putting that work in, y'all. Said we're excited about him and what he's going to do at the quarterback position. I'll tell you guys this right now. I don't have no blue and white. Do I look like I got glasses on? I had gray. Got a little bit of navy on this thing, but I ain't got no blue and white glasses on. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. And this ain't hyperbole. This ain't cap. This ain't whatever you want to call it. But Jared Lockhart is going to be the best quarterback in the SWAC this year. Now, everything that I'm saying is based off of health. Anybody, availability is the key. Getting through the season. If he goes through a full season, no injuries and none of that type stuff, I think he's going to have a monster year. I'm saying that because I know the style of play that we're probably going to play is going to be very different than last year. If you don't believe me, you can just look at the way we recruited. You just look at the way we recruited. Yeah, of course he did. I don't read them folk stuff, but whatever. But I saw that, but I wasn't finna. They did, I think they wrote an article. Anytime, whatever. But yeah, Cam Newton, he played for Cam Newton in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's definitely his idol. I love being a hunter, Darryl. I really do. And shout out to my Wyatt Davis, quarterback trainer. Jared putting that work in. They getting it in every week, and loving what I'm seeing. Look, he got all the tools, like he said. He's just different, man. But like Coach Taylor said, we're super excited about Jared. Oh, Nate ain't no joke. Nate ain't no joke, man. Hey, man, say we got 49 new players. We do. We got a ton of new players. When I speak about the roster, when we think about this roster, I think we have everything that we need to be successful. I think it's just like anytime we have a particular position group that we feel like is going to be, is that the same shit? Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's actually something that I put in place last year. I reached out to Wyatt, and I think he does a fantastic job in the state. Got him to work with Jacobian, and definitely it's a part of our partnership with Jared this year. We wanted to offer that same service to him this year. And, shout out to our coaches for allowing him to, to do what he do. And it's all, you can never do too much, right? Fall camp starts next week. So the biggest thing about that, though, player circle, was that he had to be receptible to the opportunity and go put the work in. And we just community organizers, man. We just connect the dots, and the kids go out there and definitely They go out there and put it in. I just love the videos, man. I love the videos. EA, I don't about to give a damn about no FAMU. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's absolutely disrespectful that HBCU go will put a D2 quarterback. That kid ain't won nothing on the D1 level. I don't care if he did beat y'all, almost beat y'all last year. Y'all was sorry. So I don't respect, I ain't knocking the kid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking the kid, but he ain't on that kid ain't on the level of Jared Lockhart, bro. It's not even close. He's a nice D2 kid that's gonna come up and probably be one of the best players on a sorry team. And that sorry team I'm talking about is FAMU. Y'all ain't nobody checking for y'all. Y'all get to play spoiler this year because nobody expects nothing from y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that goes. So you don't have to worry about getting to the postseason this year, dog. Even y'all ain't even got to worry about being ineligible this year because y'all ain't good enough to get there. So we'll just leave that at that. But I ain't talking about this. Ain't no hype right here, bro. There is nobody in the SWAC that got a better quarterback than Jared Lockhart. You do what you say what you want to say. I don't care nothing about what you saw last year. That kid is different, bro. Different. It's a different level. It's levels to this thing. Now, we're going to go as he go. I ain't heaping no pressure on him. He got more pressure on himself than he do with anything. But the kid does. Nobody works harder than him neither. Now, he got to go put it together. But the talent is absolutely there. You know that. You know that. I ain't got to overhype, overtalk, nothing. I'm just telling you, the kid is special, man. I think when it comes to any level of talent in college and when it comes to football, as long as you get past the attrition piece, you're going to be all right. We'll see what happens then. We'll see what happens then. But when we start talking about quarterbacks in the conference, this is why, okay, this is why they favor Andrew Body, because the body of work that they've seen him do. There is no question whether or not Andrew Body is a good quarterback. The kid is a baller. And I ain't even finna play around with that. Kid is a baller. He can do his thing. The kid, if he healthy, he double hockey sticks on that field, man. That's just a fact, right? Now, I'm not knocking Isaiah Knowles. I'm not, because I seen the young man at Albany State. But there's just some quarterbacks in this conference. This is a really solid year for the quarterback position in the SWAC right now. And the teams who have the better quarterback will have something to say about. That's why I don't buy the Alabama A&M disrespect, because if Quad Brown is on the field, Quad Brown is going to be a problem for who they play against, including us. The kid is a baller. He's a baller. He old. He can spin that thing. And I ain't talking about Carisha. Spin that. Spin it. SPIN. All right? I give respect. Hey, my man's at Valley. What's his name? Is it Jabari Brown or whatever the case may be? What's the quarterback name? What's his name at Valley? Number 12. I want to make sure I get his name right before I proceed. Now, we didn't play against him when we played Valley, but the kid actually is a baller. Now, Valley is Valley. They ain't saying a whole lot, but ain't nobody worried about Valley. But the kid he's a baller, man. I like the kid. He's a solid quarterback. He's a solid quarterback. I want to say his name is it Brown? Somebody give me the kid name at Valley, the quarterback number 12. I don't feel like looking for it. I don't pay no attention to Valley. I just know that they was on that list. Let me see if I can pull up that list, man. Where's the HBCU go? See if we can. I don't know. All right, let's see. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What we talking about? We got a young man that committed today from Cleveland Central, Pasario Self, a DB out of Cleveland Central High School, Cleveland, Mississippi. What up, C. Lee? What up, C. Lee? Over there in the Delta, baby. Yes, sir. What's his name? Josh Brown. That's his name? Okay, Josh Brown. I said Jabari. My mistake. All right. So Josh Brown, I think he's a solid quarterback. I really do. I think he is. I think he's pretty good for what it is that they, for what they be trying, for what they got going on over there. It ain't a I can't really find it, man. I don't feel like going on whatchamacallit. I ain't going on X. So it is what it is. If anybody want to do it, make the list and put it in the chat. But here's the thing, man. I think they had Jalen Tolbert. I think he was up there. I think Tolbert had a really good season last year. He played every game for Alcorn. And that's why I was high on Alcorn. I was like, man, people really is not people sleeping on Alcorn. I thought Alcorn had a decent a decent year. Cam McCoy, I think Texas Southern likes him. Somebody's gonna get something out of Cam McCoy, man. He had a couple of moments for us, a couple of moments for Southern, but maybe he goes to Texas Southern and they believe in him and he sticks to it. And he's older now. One of the things he did say was that he's focusing primarily on football. He's not going to try to play two sports, like he tried to do. But you heard the coach say they returned their whole O-line. What coach said that? Oh, you talking about Alcorn? Look, man, whatever that means. I just think they're gonna be solid in the West. My point is that they go to Prairie View for Prairie View's homecoming. So they got a mountain to climb. They're not picked to be the favorite out of the West, but I like them because of Tolbert. I think if you got a quarterback, you got a chance. The two best quarterbacks in the conference play on the same side, and that's Jared Lockhart and Andrew Body. Jalen Tolbert has a really good way of getting out of the pocket. He does a good job of climbing the pocket. He'll run if he needs to. He can extend the play. And I think he finally found his groove toward the back end of the season. First, look, it was some adjusting they had to do. But he was pretty locked in for media day. He looked like he was stone-faced, and they on some get back or whatever that means. And guess what? We're going to Lorman this year. We play very well at Lorman. Matter of fact, we play better at Lorman sometimes than we play in the vet. So I like the fact that we play Alcorn at Alcorn. I like that they gonna think they got a chance. We're gonna light their ass up like a Christmas tree. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. I tell somebody tell G that's what I said, but I'm talking my smack early. But no, I got respect for him, man. I really do. Grambling, I think Grambling's gonna be pretty solid. I think they're gonna be pretty solid. Grambling is gonna compete for the West this year. That State Fair Classic is gonna be epic. I think Prairie View takes a dip, but it's going to be between one of those two teams. I'm not picking Prairie View to win the West this year. I'm not. It ain't because I'm hating on Prairie View. It's just because I think that it's going to be between Grambling and Alcorn that wins the West this year. I really do. That's just my assessment. Because I don't know who's Prairie View quarterback, and I don't think they know who their quarterback is. Keep in mind, I'm basing my assessment in the SWAC. If you got a quarterback, you got a chance. If you got a quarterback, you got a chance, okay? They had a quarterback that they like, and they brought in R.J. Johnson. We've seen what R.J. Johnson can do in this conference. You put him in the right system, it can work. Just like you've seen my man that left Alabama State and went over there to Grambling, played pretty well for him. What's his name? Crowley, whatever his damn name was. My man that left Alabama State had a good solid year over there. a lot of times with quarterback play, it's about fit. Labor Day Classic is going to be a fun game to check out over there with Texas Southern versus Prairie View. Prairie View going to get everything and then some this year from everybody. So we'll see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If they really like that, one thing I do know is they got a good coach. May not like Hammerhead, but you know what I'm saying, T-Jack, you know, but the guy's a great coach, and you got to give credit where credit is due when it comes to that. So shout out to Coach O, who went on that platform and set the record straight for my man who just so happened to pop up out of nowhere with a whole lot to say. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say his name because I ain't watched the interview. I just heard about it. I can't get my ears to certain stuff, man. I don't even pay them folk no attention. I didn't know he went on there, and I know what somebody gave me the trend. I said, can you transcribe what Coach O said? Because that's all I'm gonna digest. I don't give a damn about what that dude talking about. I don't care nothing about it. I don't even want to hear. I am not gonna let his voice penetrate my earlobes, man. It's just I won't do it. I don't listen to them folks. I can't do it, man. I have to be very, very careful what I allow myself to digest. I ain't gonna do it. All right. Like I said, Cam McCoy, Texas Southern might have something. We never know. Southern's interesting though. I ain't even want the Cliff Notes. I don't want the Cliff Notes. I wanted you to transcribe to me what our general manager had to say. That's all I want. Give me what O said. I don't care about what he talking about. Ken, they got SU before. So the thing about now Southern, I don't know what Southern gonna do at quarterback. I don't know who they got at quarterback. I know who they brought in. They brought in a nice little JUCO kid. I don't know. There's some question marks there. Way Herman Bristol was talking to SWAC Media Day. He felt pretty confident. They want to win every game. Say tired of being sorry. Can't be a 2-win team no more. I don't blame you, Herman. But you're gonna try though. You know what I mean? Yeah. But let me say this. Yeah, he might be, but let me say this too, though, Daryl. Sometimes kids thrive when the lights are dimmer. Texas Southern plays under a dim light. Southern and Jackson State don't. Okay, it's a difference to that. Nobody cares about Texas Southern football like that, except folks in Houston. The other team across the town is the one that's really Shaq Bully over there. This is last year, Tank, but the reality of the matter is Cam McCoy actually can go over there and do some nice stuff for them because the lights are not that bright. And I'll tell you a whole lot, you know. That Falk don't want to be there. Man, Falk don't want to be there just like T-Jack don't want to be over there at Prairie View. He gonna get there. He gonna be on the first train smoking soon as he get an opportunity. I don't blame him. And then, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, whatever. Say they don't have a quarterback or O-line. I did see that Southern just got the offensive lineman transfer from Howard, 2-time MEAC champion. You know, second team all-conference offensive lineman come in to play for them. Good stuff for them. Arkansas Pine Bluff, solid running back. I don't know who's going to throw the ball for them. This might be Mr. Nasty last season at the quarterback. I mean, at the head coach position. They can only come, you know, you can only keep rebuilding for so long in football, man, before eventually they tell you that you gotta relocate to a different address. So we'll see. And nobody's expecting much from Arkansas Pine Bluff. You not either. So I don't even think they expecting much. So we'll see. Maybe they upset somebody. We don't play them. Ain't nobody care. All right, let's go back to the east side. Mississippi Valley. Josh Brown. People high on Josh Brown. I think he's a great athlete. He's a great athlete. What else do they have around him? T-Buck, good luck. It's going to be a rough year over there in the Itty Bitty, man. It's going to be rough in that Delta. Alabama A&M had a good recruiting cycle. Coach said they said they want to establish the run. They can spin it. I think they're gonna be in the competition this year. FAMU. This is a they play FAMU playing with like an open hand of a spades game. You know, first game is just an open hand. We ain't counting books. So I told you they get to play spoiler all year. They get to lay the foundation for the Quinn Gray era and try to establish. They got a built-in excuse to be trash, but I don't think they're gonna lay down and just be trash like that. They get to walk in and say, "Hey, we ain't got nothing to lose." You know, everybody's sleeping on us, yada yada yada. They get to go in and kind of play spoiler, and they're gonna try to come to Jackson for our homecoming and ruin our homecoming. Ain't gonna happen, but they're gonna try it. So, you know, I don't blame them. I get it. I'd be disrespected. I feel disrespected too if I got scheduled for homecoming. But whatever. Like I said, Bethune-Cookman, I forgot the name of their quarterback. Yeah, you can come on over there. We're gonna beat the hell out of y'all, EA. I ain't even wasting no time on that. Y'all ain't on our level, bro. You know that too. That's why we came over there. I don't want to hear your excuses neither, bro. We came to Tallahassee and we beat the dog crap out of y'all. What else you got? What else you got? Y'all had a monster recruiting class? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because you didn't. You lost a ton of players after y'all became ineligible. You got a bunch of D2 kids that transferred over from Auburn State. Okay, whoop-de-doo. The team that y'all that couldn't beat y'all, right? I got you. I'm not saying that y'all don't have talent, bro, but I'm just telling you. It's whatever when we play y'all. I don't care who on the roster. We're gonna try to smoke y'all. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, all right, but we don't like y'all like that. We want y'all to I want y'all to be as sorry as long as you can. Y'all got to figure that piece out. But anyway, they're talking a little trash, man. Anyway, Bethune-Cookman, like I said, I forgot the name of their quarterback. I don't know. They got 6 preseason All-SWAC players. We don't know. Alabama State, the question remains is what kind of talent do they have? They got a solid running back, Holzclaw. They got a good quarterback. Solid defense. They got some key returners coming in. Okay. Coming back, I mean. How well did they recruit? They lost a lot of talent, especially from an offensive standpoint. They lost Jones. They lost a lot of wide receivers. Did they bring in enough wide receivers to give Andrew Body enough weapons? Or does he have enough weapons to do what he did last year? That's what we're going to determine. Good thing we played him in November. So, but on to Jackson State, man, and what our coach talked about. Our coach talked about a few things. He talked about us, like I said, somebody put, Jackson State, this might be the best wide receiver class. He talked about this being the best freshman class. Coach said some things, man. He said a lot of things, man, this season coming up, man. He said it's going to be a lot of names that people aren't used to hearing. It's going to be household names for this team. Really will be. When you talk about that wide receiver room, though, with Jonas Fertillion returning, joining Nate Rembert, man, Jabari Jones elevating, Kobe Paul last year, stronger, faster, senior, man, Amarion Brown is going to be a star for us, going to make some plays for us. Keenan Higgins, great addition. We got a lot of kids in there that can go. Braylon Brown. We got some guys, man. We do. We got some dudes in that room. I'm not going to try to say coach, on, and I ain't talking about the tight end room yet. I know we got some tight ends that can do their thing. I was just talking about the wide receivers. We got everything we need and then some. I think we really got every piece. But it starts with, like I said, the return of Jonas Fertillion with Nate Rembert. Nate Rembert on that field, you're looking at 1,000 yards. You're talking about DJ Welch. I was about to say that. You talking about some dudes, man. We got some dudes in that room, man. A lot of speed in that room. A lot of speed. And I think the biggest thing is style of play. I think you're going to see us throw the ball more. Last year, we was 65-35 type rush to pass. You might see a 60-40 split this year. 60 pass, 40, I don't know. It just depends. It could be 65-35. I don't know. You run 70. How many plays do we average on offense per game? 75 to 80 maybe. If you what are we talking about? You can get to 80 plays. I'm not sure if we get to 80, but just saying. Yeah. You're talking anywhere from 60 to 63% on the pass. Man, it could get real dangerous out there for us. So again, I don't know. Like I said, I like what I saw. SWAC, I like what I heard at SWAC Media Day. I do. I really do. I thought it was pretty cut and dry. SWAC refs don't piss me off. I mean, it's gonna be. We gotta play past that. The 3 wide receivers from West Florida and the kid from Michigan State are nice. We can get 3 wide receivers from Western Florida. We got 2 from West Florida. Are you talking about the West Florida the team or West Florida the area? We got 1. Okay, if that's what you're talking about. But I think we're 3 deep, legitly in every spot. The X, Y, and the Z. And I think we got weapons all over the field. I really do. We really do. We have a really nice and complimentary rushing attack. You see, I can't say how we're going to play. I just think we're going to be different than last year because we got a totally different type of quarterback that's going to be starting from day one. So I think the way we play with Jacobian is going to be a little different than with Jared. So I definitely expect to see a few more balls thrown down the field. And so, yeah. And we got 3 really good games to get this thing tight. We get 2 games, and then we get to take a break and reassess it, and then we get to go back at it again against Tuskegee as we prepare for Southern. So I like it. I like it a lot, man. I like the way this thing is set up. Like I said, they picked us to finish second. It is what it is, man. We don't. They see it how they see it. We see it how we see it. It's for us to go out there and prove them wrong. SWAC made their assessment. Now it's time for us to go make ours. We said what we're going to do. So, yeah, sound like great coaching is going to be very important this season. Yeah, we're going to have some good coaching. I really do think so. When you look at the defensive side of the ball, I think we got the coaches that we need as a totality to be able to really get everything we need from these guys. The goal is by 40 to put up some points, man. I think coaches I haven't seen it yet. I will be making it to some of those camp practices to kind of see where we look like. And I'll give a end of the week assessment based off what I see. Without giving away too much. But I'll know. I want to see it all come together. Y'all know how I am. I ain't too quick to. I know we got a lot of freaking talent on that team. We loaded with talent, and I think we just gotta put the pads on, and we got to go out there and really make it all come together like it do every single year. I don't have all the question marks that I had in maybe some seasons prior. It's just some things I need to see. I want to see our O-line, our starting O-line, figure out, exactly who that is, what that's going to look like. I want to see how they're going to mesh 5 as 1. I am curious to see the wide receiver rotation, right? And the defensive line rotation. I want to see that too. Who's going to start at that linebacker spots? Who's going to be where? How is that going to look? You know, ones versus ones, iron sharpening iron. Who's going to be kick returning? Who's going to be punt returning, right? Those types of things. Who's punting full time? Who's going to be our place kicker? Who's going to be our field goal kicker? Who's going to be QB2? Who's going to be RB2 or RB3, right? It's a lot of different little things and little nuances that we still got to figure out about this team. Not that they don't know, it's that I don't know because I haven't been around by choice. Because like I said, when I go around, I want to go see some stuff. And then I want to go away again and go back and kind of see the difference in the growth, right? One thing I know, ain't nobody going to be in more shape than us or stronger than us this year. It might be as strong as we are. Ain't nobody going to be more than, because them boys over there putting that work in. I'm talking about working and working and working. So we appreciate the motivation, SWAC, as per usual. I like the fact that they're counting us out. They are counting us out. Trenches will be very important for us this season. Trenches are important every season, right? We definitely plan on being a more disciplined team this year. Player-led. That's the reality of the Jack State football for 2026. Hey, man, listen. As I told you guys, man, I'm pretty much done. But check this out, man. This Wednesday, we're going to have Mello on, man. We'll have Mello on, and looking forward to having him on. We're going to have a conversation with him, one of my brand ambassadors. Looking forward to bringing Mello up. Been trying to get this scheduled for the longest. Hey, but before I get out of here, make sure you guys click the link, get signed up if you're not. Stay signed up if you are. Join our movement, man. NIL. That's what we're doing now. That's what we've been doing. That's what we're going to continue to do. We need your support to do it and make that happen. All right? Before I get up out of here, man, listen, shout out to our channel sponsors, Cannon Toyota, Vicksburg, Cannon Nissan, and Jackson, Auto Masters, man. Make sure you guys go holler at them if you need any type of vehicles. Give them a shout. It's good to see you guys. Good to be back on. Get back in the flow of things, man. But that's all I got for you tonight, man. I'll be back on Wednesday. We'll have Mello on this thing, and we'll chop it up about whatever's going on between now and then. All right? We'll see y'all on the other side, man. Appreciate y'all. D.I. love. Go Tigers. Peace out, everybody.
Hello? What it do, bro?
Man, what's up, baby?
I'm down here in the NO, man. Working this HBCU Legacy Bowl.
Man, big dog. What's up with that order?
So we got 6 players down here this year.
Oh, yeah, we're going to make it happen, man. Just let me put my spin on it. I bet.
You look like Rick Deuce, man.
Hey, another play. Ken?
That ain't Rick Deuce.
What up, Deuce? Nah, we got to switch this up.
Hey, hold on one second. Public figure.
Yeah, you clean now. Yeah.
On the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go!
Off the field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen.
State said one story, my brand tells another.
This is Jackson State.
This is family.
This is the KC-1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team.
Support our NIL collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.KC-1400collective.com. VI love, go Tigers.
Hey, this True Thompson. True, you got to get word for Tiger Nation, man. I love y'all. Tiger Nation, DI love, go Tigers, baby. Appreciate you.